Have you ever read Psalm 91? But what if I told you there's something hidden inside it, something most people never notice? And once you understand it, it can change the way you face fear, anxiety, and darkness. Get ready, because what you're about to discover isn't just theological. It's psychological, spiritual, and profoundly human. Psalm 91 is known as the Psalm of Protection, but few people realize it was written following an ancient Hebrew pattern, a pattern of spiritual ascent. Each verse isn't just a promise. It's a step, a climb, a training ground, a progression of trust. And when you understand that, Psalm 91 stops being just a beautiful passage and becomes a map for spiritual survival. Let's begin. Aquil Q Hubada becomes he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High. Notice this. It doesn't say he who visits. It doesn't say he who cries out only when things go wrong. It says he who dwells. Psychology calls this your baseline state, the place where your mind spends most of its time. When your mind dwells in fear, you live anxious. When it dwells in comparison, you live insecure. When it dwells in your past, you live stuck. But when you dwell in the Most High, you don't just seek God, you live in God. This is where everything begins. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. This is surprising. Before God says anything, you speak. Why? Neuroscience explains it. The human brain believes what you repeatedly tell yourself. When you declare, He is my refuge, you are retraining your mind not to panic in the face of trouble. Psalm 91 wasn't meant to be merely read. It was meant to be declared. Then it says, For He will deliver you from the snare of the fowler. The text shifts from spiritual to symbolic. A snare is an invisible trap, something you don't see until it grips you. Today, those snares are toxic relationships, destructive mental cycles, habits that drain your energy, fears you don't even know the origin of. Psalm 91 is saying, God rescues you from what you don't even realize is harming you. Then He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. Why this image? Studies show that baby birds only calm down when they feel warmth and covering. The brain interprets it as safety. God is saying, I don't just protect your body. I calm your mind. Anxiety, fear, inner chaos, they begin to slow down here. You will not fear the terror of the night. It doesn't say terror won't exist. It says you will not fear it. Psalm 91 doesn't remove the night. It removes the power the night has over you. 1,000 may fall at your side. Now we reach the peak of the spiritual ascent. This verse means, even when everything collapses around you, you will not collapse inside. That's not arrogance. It's spiritual resilience. Research shows that people with an active faith have greater emotional stability during crises, loss, or drastic change, not because they're stronger, but because they have a stronger center. This verse is not about disaster. It's about inner balance. Then, for He will command His angels concerning you. Here is a revelation most people miss. Psalm 91 doesn't say God sends angels when you ask. It says He sends them because He decided to, before you even know you need help. It's preemptive protection, preventive providence. Psychologists call this an invisible support system. You don't see it, but you feel it. You will only observe with your eyes. This is a verse about perspective. What destroys you is not the problem, but the way you see the problem. Modern psychology agrees. Changing your perspective reduces anxiety, fear, and emotional reactivity. Psalm 91 is saying, You will see beyond the storm. He will call on me, and I will answer him. This is God speaking now. And He doesn't just answer. He says, I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him. I will honor him. Do you hear that? It's not only rescue, it's presence, it's dignity, it's restoration. Then comes the conclusion. With long life I will satisfy him, This isn't just about longevity. It's about fullness, a life with meaning, with purpose, with direction. The Hebrew idea of satisfaction is not a life without problems, but a life filled with purpose. And here is the mystery few ever notice. Psalm 91 was never about eliminating fear. It was about elevating your trust. It never promised the absence of battles. It promised you would never face them alone. Because when you dwell in the Most High, darkness loses shape, fear loses its voice, and your life regains direction. That is the hidden mystery in Psalm 91 that so few ever perceive. And now you do.